welcome to the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of January 2nd, 2023. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Nicole Eridix.
Hello.
And Terry Morrow.
Hello.
Every week we chat about what parents are talking, complaining, and obsessing about right now. This week we're bringing you some quick speed rounds to kick off the new year. Quick-ish. It's kind of how it's going.
Yes, we resolve in the new year to actually be speedy.
Be succinct.
No,
that's
we already broke that resolution.
Yeah. Well, today our topic for predictions or resolutions or what have you is kind of the catch-all of hobbies, leisure, fun time, pop culture, like stuff that is not work or family, if there is any such thing in your life. What will you be doing when it comes to that? I mean, I can say that I get this Sunday New York Times, just Sunday. Mm-hmm. And there are some kind of towering piles of it. And I need to just force myself to recycle big piles of that. And
the New York Times equivalent of The Room in the Good Place, where the New Yorker just kept dropping through the ceiling.
Yes. I mean, it only comes once a week. You'd think. I mean, there was a time like in the fall where I was like, I can't face like news. I just everything is terrible. Everything is awful. I can't. And I've gotten over that to some degree, mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. If I don't read most of it on Sunday, then I really need to just admit that that's...
Just do the crossword puzzle and toss the rest.
I do the crossword puzzle. And I always read the magazine. And I've gotten better at, like, skipping articles if they don't interest me.
To give yourself permission to do the parts of it you enjoy and then toss the rest. You are not under the obligation of reading the entire thing cover to cover.
Right. I know.
Take out the parts you like and put the rest in recycling.
Right.
Nobody needs to know.
That is the goal. But I'm like you, Terry. I'm like, but I am interested in this. I want to read it.
Yes.
I just can't do it today.
Yeah.
And then the future never comes when I actually
Yes,
can
that
do
is
it.
the problem with the future.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I have so many audiobooks that I've purchased through Audible.
Oh, same.
And and I look back now on ones I bought like 12 months ago and haven't read yet, and it's like, well, I don't really want to read that anymore.
Yeah.
I paid for it, so I have to.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's time. Time is not, you get behind, it's like, you get behind on these things. It's like with your papers, and then you can never catch up.
No.
I took a week off of podcasts, and I now have like 150 podcasts, and I'm telling myself, I'll listen to them all. It'll be fine. But you're not going to listen to them all, Terry. Just delete them. It's fine.
Right.
I give this advice to other people without being able to do it myself. So I would like to keep up with audio content in the new year. I would like to, I can't really, I brought a bunch of books to read with my eyeballs when I went on vacation, and I couldn't. I could see well enough, but not well enough to really focus.
Right.
Just well enough to say, well, I'm brushing my eyes over these words, and that's fine. I did read something on my phone because we had an earphone situation, so I couldn't listen to audiobooks. But I really would like that to be something that I do this year. I am trying to not get caught up in news and in social media and just find more valuable things to spend my attention on. Things that I can, maybe do something about. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I just signed up for this thing, which is like a New Year's nagging thing, like, of all the things that you should be doing, and you check it off every day. And one of them is read a part of a book every day. Just do some reading every day.
Right.
So I hope I will be able to do that. One of them was don't eat snacks, which that will probably be the first of all by then. So
Yeah, no.
it's not wrong. It would be good, but get up early, which I've been doing, and, get some exercise, which I've been trying to do. So I don't know how long I'll last with it, but it looks good.
Right.
And pop culture, golly, the only pop culture I consume anymore is what we're watching for round 2.
Right. So we're going to keep watching a show from 2006.
And I know, it's like that I've already seen. This is the problem.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if by the time people are listening to this, it will be over. But the whole week between Christmas and New Year's, there was some CNN-related channel that was having a West Wing marathon.
Oh.
And boy, the suddenness with which one can just sink into sitting there and watching endless West Wings is, that was my vacation pretty much. I was like, every time we were in the room with the TV, let's see which one is on.
Right.
And so that was really fun to revisit that. But also the ads that they had with it that you saw over and over were all like for eye bags and for underwear that soaks up liquid and for this thing that you can put all your batteries in, Grandpa, look. And I'm like, this is not making me feel good about myself.
Right.
Okay, what is the demo of the people who are going to watch like 7 solid days of the West Wing? Well, they might want to know about this arthritis cream. Might be good.
Right.
Really? I kept going, really? Thyroid problems. Anyway, so hopefully we'll have some new pop culture as well this year.
Yeah, I mean, we're pairing newer things with our brothers and sisters.
Not this particular week, but in the future. Yes, we've been watching movies. I feel very good about watching movies.
Yes.
But anyway, how about you guys?
Well, I need to get through some Audible books like you.
Yes.
That's a big must. And
they always seem like such a good idea when you...
I know, right? And I keep paying the monthly fee.
Like 13 hours.
But I keep paying the monthly fee because... you have to use up, like if you stop your subscription, you lose your credits. And I have like 14 credits. Right. And which means I have to go in and buy 14 books and then stop, right? And I just haven't gotten around to picking 14 books.
That's how they get you.
Yeah. And so I need to deal with that. The other thing I want to do is I want to watch Parks and Rec.
Yes.
Oh, yay.
Yes.
And hey, you know what? I know a great podcast you can listen to while you're watching it where these very smart people discuss each episode. You'll love them.
It'll be like, an active listening type exercise where, it's a podcast. Our book study.
We'll talk about the first season of Parks and Rec. You may not want to start right at the beginning.
Okay.
But...
I'll keep that in mind.
Yes. Don't make any judgments about it based on the first 5 or 6 episodes.
Okay. It
changes.
But so that's pretty much what I want to do.
Cool.
For this coming year.
We can support that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. How about you, Catherine?
Well, I talked about my newspapers.
Oh, yes, you did.
And I mean, I would like to be better at... I'm trying to keep a list in my Artful Agenda of books I have read and books I want to read. And I'm trying to be good about keeping up with that because, when it's time for me to pick out a book, whether it's for book club or any other reason, I'm always like, oh, I don't know. I have no idea what I want to read. So if I had a good list and if I keep up with it, then... that would be very useful, and it's not hard.
It's really not.
And because I always have my phone, having it on the Artful Agenda is definitely helpful because I always have my phone with me, and if I read a review or just a mention of something, then I can just quick jot it down. So So just keeping a list
is not the problem.
Right. Exactly.
Lots of fun ways to do that.
Yes.
Maybe we make that the goal.
I mean,
we resolve to plan to watch things. We resolve to write down titles of books.
I mean, but for a long time, I wasn't keeping track of what I had read either. And so then I'd be like, what was the name of that book? Or did I ever read this or that? So I'm trying to keep track of both things. To read and have read. So
Nice.
Awesome.
yeah. And I find, because I'm in a book club, that does force me to read one book a month. And sometimes if I can't get the library copy, I a lot of times can use one of those Audible credits on it. So that's helpful. Because I have those too, because my kid signed up for Audible.
Oh.
Right.
So I should do what you're saying, Nicole, and just get the number of books that we have credits for. And
Yes, and then just be done with it.
Right.
and you can always go back if you need to.
Yep, exactly.
Well, we hope everybody is making a resolution to continue to listen to our podcast.
That's right.
In fact, listen to each episode 5 or 6 times. And then go to our Amazon shop and, buy a few things.
Right. Or
just made your New Year's resolution for you.
That sounds like a super good habit to get into, and not so hard. Not so hard. You don't even have to listen after the first time. You could just leave it running.
Exactly. Well, that's it for another week of Parenting Roundabout. If you missed any of our earlier episodes this week, look them up on Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts to hear our end-of-the-year speed rounds. You can also find all of our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat. And please visit our Amazon shop at www.amazon.com/shop/mamitude, where you can find links to a lot of the things we talk about. Have a great weekend and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you back here on Monday.